Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the hashtag TFR
Motivation
Monday
Monday.
Zoom. We are Dr. Dondi and Marcy Nettles. We are your hosts tonight, and we have some great information and an amazing special guest in store for you. But before we get into that, let us share with you this YouTube channel that we have.
It's so cool. If you guys aren't already on there, you gotta go and you've got to subscribe like as soon as this call is over. So go and search for Team Freedom Reigns on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, but also ding the bell so that you get notifications every time that we upload new content, which is every single week for you guys. Okay, so go do that after this call.
Now, the monthly marketing playbook. This goes all the way back to March of last year when this pandemic thing hit and we went virtual. The company just pulled out all the stops. They are equipping us with so much information. Unbelievable information, right?
Yeah. And if you have not used this yet, it is a tool that you have been missing out on, because everything from launching your new person really fast and easily using Rachel Pekarik, how about Master Pro 10 to help you with the launch guide for your new people, as well as the new videos that are available, and even up to having the monthly amazing plan for your social media posting as well. Every single month. Yes. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff there. Go and spend a little bit of time, get familiar, because everything that you need to build your business is there.
We're it's a retro theme. We're going back to the original product for the product of the month.
Yeah. Pro Tandem NRF2 is the product of the month.
Now these bundles, the Save $21 bundles, because it's 2021. So the Healthy Restart bundle and the Fit Body Foundation bundle, unbelievable savings, unbelievable product benefits for the scale that you want to go in the left direction.
You know, I absolutely love these bundles, because what they're doing is they're actually giving people the opportunity this year to really, really accomplish the goals, or the resolutions, as some people call them, for 2021 by activating these packs, because now they know the importance of having activation on board along with the protein powder, the fat burn, and the prebiotic. I absolutely love these. And you save 21 bucks on each one of the bundles. So make sure you've got those in your shopping cart.
Yeah, the Flip the Switch success stories. We do this every Tuesday night. Unbelievable successful people get on and just share their stories, and it's top notch.
Yeah, make sure that you're inviting your prospects to these on Tuesday night. You're going to be hearing from Kathleen Nyson and Jamie Williams, Pro 5 and Pro 6, sharing their story of how they have gained success here at LifeVantage. So make sure that you're on and get your prospects on there.
And then we do this thing every Saturday. It's called LifeVantage Opportunity Overview. You'll see us live. That's the Zoom number. We want you to bring your prospects. We want to give people the vision of what is possible and do it live every Saturday.
You can count on us. We're there every Saturday. So you should start showing up too. And then Success Mastery, guys, every single Saturday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. LifeVantage is providing you with everything that you need. Make sure that you calendar this into your, if you want to be successful, you've got this in your calendar already. Every single Saturday. So on the first Saturday of the month, it's Science and Products. Second Saturday is Compensation Plan and Promotions. Third Saturday, we just had the first LifeVantage Academy as part of Success Mastery. And then the fourth Saturday is going to be Mindset and How to Close the Month Strong. And in January, we're going to have a fifth Saturday as well. So who knows? Maybe it'll be something really special. The company has really been going above and beyond to help us be successful.
Oh, we got a special announcement coming up. Save the date, February 16th.
So if you guys haven't seen this yet, this came out in the email from corporate today. Okay, so remember the last time they did this, save the date, the special announcement, it's when they announced the amazing incentive trip that we're all going to be going on together later this year, right? Well, we happen to have a little bit of inside scoop on what this one is about, and you are not going to want to miss out on this special announcement. So make sure you've got it in your calendar. More details will be coming out, like what time it'll be. Okay.
Yep. So you ready to get some sand between your toes?
Maybe
an umbrella drink, maybe
ready.
Just jumping in the water.
Beyond ready. Yeah, absolutely. So guys, this is the incentive trip that I was talking about. Wanderlust 2021. 5 different markets are going to be going to 5 different locations. Qualification period is January 1st through June 30th. And it's actually really quite simple the way that we do this.
3 ways. You sell products, you rank up, and you maintain the rank. So selling products, and that doesn't mean out of the trunk of your car. It's giving people, it's using the ITT system so people can see what we have, because there's so many people that are looking to upregulate their bodies and be healthier. And boy, do we have some options for that.
Yeah. And then you can rank up and get points and maintaining as well. And by the way, guys, we're not going to go all the way into this because we want to have as much time as possible with our special guest. But last week we did a special TFR call specifically on this incentive trip. So go and find the TFR Motivation Monday call from last week on YouTube.
On the YouTube channel.
While you're there, subscribe, ring the bell. But watch last week's call to get all of the details. And by the way, on the sell portion, it's still that 5 for 500, right? 5 new accounts equaling 500 in PV or more, with each one of them having at least 40 in personal volume to count towards the 5. All right. And that gets you a point. But what it also gets you, if you do it in the month of January, is a piece of the pool. They have continued that over. So you can also earn money along with earning points for this amazing trip. So and then you kind of already mentioned how you can do that, how you can earn ITT.
The invite tool team. And we got a challenge. Download this, print it out, fill it out, the 25 names, and get going on this ITT system and make a commitment of 1 person into the IT system per day.
At least.
I
know that our special guest tonight, actually, he goes for a goal of getting 25 people into the ITT system every single day. So guys, big goals take big commitment. So ITT is a simple way to help you accomplish all your goals and get yourself to a destination of amazingness later this year.
Right.
And here we are. I am so excited about this call. And you know what, Tim, we were talking earlier, Dondi and I were, about this nickname that we have for you. And we're going to have to talk later and figure out exactly how we came up with delicious.
How that came about.
how that came up. But, do you want to introduce Tim?
Yeah. Tim is one of the most, and you can say some things too, obviously. Tim is one of the most genuine people that we've ever met. And it's kind of one of those, you hear about somebody, they wear their heart on their sleeve. Well, Tim would do that even if he's wearing a tank top, because he's that genuine. It is so entrenched in this man, and you'll hear part of the reason why, but he's one of those guys when as soon as you meet him, you feel like you've known him forever and you love him dearly. And that's just how our paths crossed in this business, obviously, but he's dear to our hearts. We always want to do our best for him. And he's just an amazing rock star of a leader. And you're going to hear all about him tonight.
And when Dondi said he wears his heart on his sleeve, it's like he has to, because it's so big it can't fit inside of his chest, and he's a pretty big guy. And so just, you guys, you are going to hear some things from this man that are going to probably make you want to tear up some, and that's okay, because your story is such a powerful thing. It needs to impact yourself into movement, but also other people. You want to be able to inspire them with your story, and that's exactly what Tim is going to be able to do for you guys tonight. We are so excited to invite Tim onto the call so that he can share just who he is, where he came from, how he started, how he found LifeVantage in this amazing culture and the people, but really where he sees himself going. So Mr. Tim Grant, Timmy, delicious.
Welcome, brother.
Will you join us, please? Hello, friends.
Thank you. Thank you so very much for that. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Beautifully.
Great.
Awesome. Well, first, I want to start by thanking the both of you. You guys are very special to me. I mean, you're my upline, which is fantastic, but you're more. You're family. You guys have done so much for me. You will never know. I mean, you will when I'm Pro 10 on stage telling the whole world about it. So first, I just wanted to thank you both. A little bit about me. I am Tim Grant. I like to joke around and have a good time. I'm 45 years old, and if you meet me, I'm like a duck on the water, right? Everything calm and cool, but underneath it's like, I'm a mess. So as I'm sure we all are, I was lucky. I met my soulmate very young, and this woman who is my wife, changed my life forever. We will be together 28 years this year, married 20. She's blessed me with just so many things. One of the first things is unconditional love. And I say that because it means so much to me. She's blessed me with two beautiful children, my son and my daughter, 17 and 13. Time is going by. Before I got there, I was a little kid like anyone. And I had struggles like everyone. One of my struggles was being a fat redhead. Oh boy. So I was picked on terribly. It wasn't great. And then I got bigger and I could really take a beating. And so the bullies decided that we're not going to pick on him anymore because it's just no fun. But I had a time in my life where I could have become the bully or fought against a bully. And funny, I didn't realize it, but I made the decision to fight against it and to help someone who I felt may be in need. You know, I didn't like bullying because I knew what it did to me, how it made me feel. And, you know, one of the other things was I have dyslexia. So I struggle to literally read the newspaper. It's funny though, I have this amazing superpower where if you read me a story, I can tell you exactly what happened. I can picture it in my mind, and you know, I can tell you what color the trees were and the house and whatever it is. That's my superpower. I didn't realize it was a superpower until later on. You know, I was put in classes with the bullies and people that didn't really want to be in school, and a label was put on me. And you know, it was unfortunate. You know, I grew up years ago when I was little. Kids just got labels put on them, and I was told I'd be lucky to, you know, be pushing a broom in a warehouse. And that affected me. It really bothered me. And funny enough, I made the decision, like every night when I go to bed, I said, you know, I'm going to make $65,000. I'm going to make way more money than my parents. I'm going to live in a big, huge house. And I wanted those things. And I told myself it all the time. I talked about it. I didn't realize that I was making the decision to make that happen. That's kind of my story. You know, I make a decision. And the funny thing is, years down the road, you know, what my parents spent for a house and what I spent for a house, you got to tack on another zero. But literally the $65,000 that I thought was like $1 million, it wasn't a lot. You know, I mean, I have 2 kids and a home and taxes and so on and so forth. I decided that I wanted more. And luckily I had this wonderful woman, my wife, to help me through many things. You know, so I went and I got my real estate license and I tried real estate. I wanted to make more money for my family. I wanted to get over that hump and become a 6-figure earner. And it was trying. You know, I got my real estate license, but on the 7th try. The thing was, I made the decision that I wasn't going to let this test beat me. But I didn't realize that. I didn't know that I made that decision. And with my wife, you know, the cheerleader that she is, fantastic woman, would help me. I mean, literally read the chapters with me. I mean, my wife probably remembers more about real estate than myself. And that didn't work out. And that was okay. And, you know, I have my heavy equipment operator license. I have my CDL. I've taken lots of tests. Never passed it on the first try, but I made the decision that I was going to do it. And then several years ago, a friend of mine told me about an opportunity. And, you know, I wanted to get to that next level. And I was really making a lot of money, but I was working like 18 hours a day and missing really what I wanted the most. You see, when I was little, my dad had his own business and we would eat supper without him. He wouldn't come to my basketball games. He didn't come to my baseball games. That bothered me. And I made the decision to not miss out on my kids' stuff. Actually, I coached my son in football. I've coached my daughter in softball and in soccer. I coached my son in baseball. I made that decision, but I didn't, again, know that I made that decision. And so when this friend of mine, excuse me while I take a drink of water. When this friend of mine told me about this opportunity, I was curious, and he wanted me to watch some ABC primetime special. And this is going back some time. And I was new with computers, literally, if I can't do it with this, but I tried to get on and it come up something. And again, I'm not knowing much about computers. I was like, it's going to give my mom's computer a bug. So, we got to try something else. And so he was gracious and he said, no problem. Why don't you come around Saturday? We're having a meeting and you can come check it out. I was like, all right. Because I was curious. I wanted to know. I didn't really ask him about much. He was just so excited about it, which made me excited. And this person I'm talking about was, in my eyes, doing fantastic. He had a fantastic job. He had a Corvette. I mean, he had a great family and dirt bikes and whatever he wanted. And I was just like, well, if he thinks this is great, then this is going to be it for us. And so little did I know it was LifeVantage. And a guy I'm sure some of you know, Dan Mollering, he was leading the meeting. And when I got there, I got a little nervous, in my gut, in my belly. And I told my buddy, I said, I can probably stay like 20 minutes. He's like, look, it's 45 minutes. And he's like, but then we're doing a training after if you want to stay. And I was like, 20 minutes. This guy, Dan Mollering, changed my complete life. Literally set me on fire. Not only did I not stay more than 20 minutes, I stayed for the whole 4 hours. It was amazing. And this total stranger who I felt like was talking right to me, Dan Mollering, changed my life. And so I was so excited. And I took a couple of things. Now, a little more about me. What I didn't understand is I have to hear something a few times to get it. I don't take notes. I listen. And sometimes I might even just close my eyes and I'm listening and I'm drawing the picture in my mind using my superpower. And, I heard so many different things and so many wonderful things. And I was like, oh, I'm doing this. This is amazing. And so I started. And it was hard. And what I mean by it was hard, I was trying to do too much. I heard that the person at the front of the room that's holding the marker makes the most money. That's where I wanted to go. What I didn't realize was their steps. And the fantastic thing is we're laying it all out, but I just didn't see it. All I saw was that one thing and I focused on it. And so my friend and I were downstairs in my basement doing presentations. Like I'm brand new and I'm doing presentations. I can't wait to get up in front of the room. What I didn't realize is there's steps and there's a reason you have to do things for a reason. And, really I'm not a rule follower because I usually can't read the rules, So I was downstairs doing presentations and my daughter at the time was writing down the presentation in front of us. It was fantastic. I did the math side. Todd did the science side. So the hard thing was I just was pushing to get into the front of the room. And what I realized was I was helping people sign up other people, but I wasn't signing up anyone. And that was the hard thing for me. I didn't realize. And again, I had made the decision I wanted to be up and the front. And so then when my team came to me, I was like, look, this is what you need to do. This is step 1. You can't be on step 4. And I didn't understand that, again, because of the way I process things. And so I kind of walked away and was dormant. And, in the very beginning, when I saw this, I was like, this is an unbelievable business. Like, I don't even care if it's really Kool-Aid, but it's like our products are really what they say they are. It's just fantastic. So I continue to take the products. And this last year has been a little tough for me. I was hurt at work in an accident. And I'm not sure if I'm ever going to be able to do manual labor again. And so that makes me nervous, because if I can't do it with these, I don't know if I can do it. And these people who are putting this on, they've reached out to me a couple of different times just to check in, just to say hello. And it meant so much. And Dan Mollering, the phenomenal leader that he is, also reached out to me just to check in, to say, hi, how are you? And we got talking, and I've made the decision, and I'm going to go Pro 8 this year in 2021. And nothing is going to stop me, because now I realize that there is a step A, a step B, and so on and so forth. And so as long as I follow the steps, I'm going to get there. The leaders that we have in Team Freedom Reigns is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And not only Marcy and Dondi and Dan, but, Chris Smith, he's my sideline. And this man is an awesome leader. And I'm so thankful for him. And Kim Jakes, again, I'm just so thankful for these people. Chris Malloy, unbelievable people. I truly want to thank all of you for all that you've given me, all that you have filled up in my cup. And I know as long as I follow the steps, I'm going to be Pro 8 the end of 2021. I made the decision, and I'm sticking with that. And I'm so excited to be on this and to be sharing this with you all. So thank you so very much for having me.
Wow.
Tim, just being on this journey with you, and will you tell everybody, how long has it been since you first started with LifeVantage?
I first started with LifeVantage in 2013. It was a long time. And so I started when Kim and Chris Smith and Malloy, when they first got involved, and I saw them growing. And a part of me was like, well, what am I doing wrong? And what they were doing was they were following the steps. One of my biggest problems over the years is I didn't ask questions. I was embarrassed. I was afraid. And I had my own business at one time, and my business in 2008 dissolved at the end of 2008. It was a tough time for everyone. But I didn't ask any questions. I didn't have any mentors. One of the things I love about LifeVantage is there are so many mentors. There's so many wonderful people that are willing to help. I just can't say it enough about the people I've spoken about tonight. You guys especially, you're just willing to lend a hand and mentor, and all you have to do is ask. That was my biggest problem. I was embarrassed, and really I've only hurt myself. And so no longer, I'm not embarrassed. I mean, a little, and I'm not going to let it stop me.
That's so amazing. So amazing. I know that you've had several pivots in your life. You just mentioned one in your business in 2008. And then another one was, when you found out about LifeVantage. Another one is when you got frustrated with LifeVantage. Another one is when you had your car accident. I mean, you kind of mentioned it a little bit, but you're actually walking around with a broken neck right now, you know? And so knowing that this is your ship and it's sailing, right?
Yep.
You know, I love the decision, you know, emphasis that you made in your story, because you've had a lifelong road of making really good decisions and seeing them through. So with this decision that you've made with LifeVantage and you've proclaimed it, I mean, obviously you attended Eric Worre GoPro, and you know, he's really good at helping us see our vision, right? And so that's where you came up with your Pro 8. So I would love to hear from you, your plan. What are you doing to get you to Pro 8? I mean, what you're doing within LifeVantage, what you're doing outside for your personal growth. What are you doing, Tim Grant, to be elite Pro 8 Tim Grant in 2021?
Awesome. I love the question. So I'm a little nervous to say, and it was funny. It started back in December, and I know, you know, I'm probably going a little long. It started in December. Kim was doing this thing, and it was like she was helping people, and I missed some things. And again, being afraid to ask questions, I missed out on the whole process. And so what I did was I made the decision to reach out to her, and I called her, and we started to talk, and she is just a phenomenal person, and asked me if I wanted to attend the GoPro. And, you know, she asked me if I wanted to buy a ticket. She got some, and it was a sale, and it was fantastic. And I was like, okay, you know, nervous about spending the money. And it like blew my mind. And Eric was talking about this. It was about making a decision. And that's when I realized, like, I need to make this decision. And I was talking with my wife, and he offered this accelerator program. And it was a lot of money. And so my wife and I were talking, and it was her. It was her love and support that was like, look at what you've done. You've done this, and you've done that, and you've built race cars, and you've done amazing things that they said you would never do. You know, you can definitely do this. And so I made the decision to go to the accelerator program. So I took the accelerator program, and it, you know, was breathtaking, because it was the most money I've ever spent on myself for myself. And it felt weird to me. A small little story. My son is amazing, and he got a job, and he's been working, you know, he's been killing it at a grocery store, not like, you know, and I was talking about these sneakers last year, but they were like $100, and I wouldn't spend that on myself. But for him, it's, you know, he's my son, of course. And literally he bought me these sneakers, and I was just taken aback. Like, you spent this money on me, like, you have to return them. And he was like, I you know, I want this for you, Dad. And so, like, he's teaching me, and I mean, like, where did this kid get all this from? It's got to be my wife. but so I started the accelerator program, and literally in the first few weeks that we've been doing it, I have grown so much. Also, I do the training with you every day, and I'm calling 25 people a day. I'm contacting 25 people a day. That's the goal. And through that, there are some people that are like, no thanks. And, you know, but what I find is that the more and more I do it, it doesn't feel like I'm, you know, personally inconveniencing this person. I just want to know if you want to find out about some information. And the funny thing is, like, after the first week, it was like, all right, here we go. Yeah, hello, you know, and then, like, it just got easier, and it just was, it wasn't, it's like, oh yeah, oh, I'm waiting for this call. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. And I never had that mindset. I just would do it and it would become a habit. And I think that's where I'm at right now. I literally had said the other day about how I'm not as worked up. You know, it's like, look, if you want to check out something, let me know. If not, no worries. I mean, it's not like that, but it's really just like that. I'm just being me. I know you. I care about you, but I'm not married to whatever. You let me know, or you let me, yes, you know, and that's really what I'm doing. 25 a day, ITT, and I'm working on myself with the accelerator program.
That's so amazing. So talking about the accelerator program, when you said that you've never spent that much money on yourself, what you have to know is that, yes, this is to help Tim right now, but ultimately the money that you're spending right now is going to be legacy. You are going to be changing so many people's lives, starting with your kids and your wives right there in your own household, but everybody that you're reaching out to. This investment is not just about Tim. So if that makes you feel any better about spending the amount of money you spent, because I know how much it was, just know that that was a legacy investment that is just going to be going, it's the ripples that you've created with making that decision is just phenomenal. And then you showing up on power hours every single day, I have to tell you, by you showing up for yourself, you are changing the atmosphere for all of us that are around you. Just so you know, that's how powerful that you are. And we are so grateful that you are showing up for yourself and for your family, but really you're showing up for all of us.
Awesome. Well, I want to say the amount of money that I spent was very scary in the beginning, but literally what I've learned in the last 3 weeks, it's paid for itself. The way I feel, the mindset, you know, making a decision and following it through. And there's going to be bumps in the road. And there was last time. And now I know what to look for. And the great thing is there's so many mentors. There's so many people that will reach down and pull you back up. And it's just about just getting back up. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to add that, like, best investment I ever made. It was scared me to death. Best money I've ever spent.
Yeah. Well, and on that, we're not encouraging people to go out and spend thousands of dollars on personal growth, right? But what we are encouraging people to do is exactly, you've used one word over and over and over again in your telling of your story, and that is making a decision.
Yep, decision.
That's make a decision, right?
Yeah. It's one of those things to hear your story, Tim, is that you were perfectly groomed for this because your superpowers, your empathy, your passion, your relatability, your desire to help people at whatever cost, your connection to your wife and your kids. Anybody who knows you love people. But most people, and I'm going to get a little emotional saying this, most people with those raw talents in a traditional business environment, they're exploited. They're not encouraged. When they fall, they're made fun of. They're not, oh, come on, do that again. We can help you up. You picked the right industry. You picked the right company, and you picked it at the right time in your life to shine. And I love the fact you made a goal, because whether you shoot past the goal or you come up a little short doesn't matter. What matters is that you decided and that you're taking strides every single day and you're committed to that. Because one thing is also, I'm going to add a superpower to your ability to visualize, and that is your relatability. One of your greatest skills is your talent to tell your story, because it sucks people in. Whether they can share everything and have something in common with you, all of it, or whether it's just a little bit of it, they can't help but pay attention. And people really want others to pay attention to them. And the world needs Tim Grant right now. The world needs Tim Grant in the mindset that you're in, because the world is suffering and you have the ability to help them where they need help. and in a way that they don't, and you're so vulnerable that they're not going to be afraid to ask questions, because you showed them that doesn't get them anywhere. It's a fear, and you don't have to have that fear. You're around people that love you and care about you, and you don't have to watch your back. You just have to focus forward, that your back is already covered. And I think you're a great demonstration of that. And thank you that you stuck to it, because the initial decision in 2013, all the multiple pivots, and your decision at the end of 2020 is going to pay significant dividends, not just in the Grant family, but like Marcy said, the legacy. There's going to be a lot. If you happen to look back, it's only going to be to see how many people are following you, because you're influencing them. And,
Yes.
and we are very, very influenced by you. We're very blessed and honored to be doing this with you. And we're encouraging you every single day. So thanks for showing up the way you do.
The smile is because you're here.
Yes.
Seriously, we love you so much. Thank you so much for saying yes to being our guest tonight. I know that it scared the crap out of you, but you are not a stranger to fear. And you are proving the point that all of your goals and dreams are just on the other side of fear, on the other side of hard. And you are just an amazing example of what to do to fight through,
Yes.
right? And your example of, doing it over and over and over again, even though it's scaring the crap out of you. And now it seems like it's lighter and it's getting easier.
Yes. Yes.
Follow his example, guys. Follow his example. You just got to do it, and you just got to do it, and you just got to do it, guys. Seriously. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I can't say enough. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for letting me share. I think you guys are amazing. And there's just so many people in this company that are amazing. I'm just so glad that our paths crossed. I love you guys. Thank you.
We love you too. Thank you so much. All right, Team Freedom Reigns. Tomorrow night, success stories. You've got, there's training on Wednesday night too. You've got people that are going to be teaching how to use Instagram. Saturday, you've got our LVO. Plug in and let's ITT, baby, ourselves to a beach somewhere this fall. All right, guys, love you all.
One last thing I want to say. I wanted to wait, and it was perfect timing. I checked right before we came on that you guys need to follow Tim's daughter, Shaylin Grant, SHAYLYN Grant on YouTube. She has made it a goal for herself to have 100 followers. And I see she just hit 100 followers. And I didn't want to intervene until she did, because I wanted her to know she did it on her own merits. Now let's help her get to 1,000, 10,000 and beyond.
Yes.
Go to YouTube, look up Shaylin Grant, SHAYLYN Grant, and two N's, SHAYLYNN, and subscribe to her and follow her on Facebook. Ring the bell.
She's amazing.
Yes, let's get her to 1,000 ASAP. Great job, Shaylin. You're awesome.
Awesome. All right, guys, have a good night.
And she has an awesome daddy. Thank you, Tim.
Does.
Thank you.